local my people, Liberian people, look at Liberia, look at our country, look at the roads. Who to blame? Who to blame? Look at our country, where our money, where our wealth. Who took it all? Ma Ellen or George Weah? Who to blame?
Good morning. Let's get into my show. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Tony Commander J.R. Galpohkpa Chesson talk show. Today is December the 21st. We begin a new week. CDC is supposed to have a protest today. We don't know because there's nothing certain in the West African Republic of Liberia today. Let me put my topic up. These are my topics for today. Number one, Liberia's young, immature masses. 2, where is Ma Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf amid all the confusion and bad leadership of Weah's regime? And number 3, is there hope, any hope for Liberians today? Let's get into my first topic. Liberia's young, immature masses. I have a serious advice for you, young people. Your education is a primary foundation for our progress and advancement as a people and a nation. Right now, you are young, you are immature, you are seeking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, especially of your own plight, of the past of our country, which you look to find out who you are today and what path or paths you need for the future. And in all of this, we have to be very mindful of those that come and want to teach us and want to lead us. There are many demagogues, people who want to deceive us for political power, who want to mislead us, control us and all of things, lies, deception for political aggrandizement, upliftment, success. So you have to be careful, especially in the political realm, when you are called upon by these different parties to support them. You have to know that you are the masses of the Liberian public right now. Young people are the masses. So you are the targets of all these politicians. And I'm here to advise you, to put you on the right path, that your education should be in school, in the books, and not listening to people or politicians tell you what they think Liberia history is all about. I listen to Liberian public radio in some points, and I listen to some of the arguments or discussions among the different people that were on the show. There were four Liberian people, men. I don't know all of them. I knew one or two of them. But there were few things they were discussing that troubled me, as well as were good for our country. And let me tell you the first good thing. I too agree that April 12, 1980 should be a Liberian holiday. It was the day that the first regime was overthrown by the masses of the Liberian indigenous people to bring in a new society, a more equal, a more open, a more progressive Liberian society, where one group of people will not continue to dominate the political hegemony, control, and dominance of the Liberian society. So I do agree that recognizing Master Sergeant Sam Samuel Doe and later President Doe and the 12 men of the PRC who were courageous enough to rise up and change the destiny of Liberia and Liberian people needs recognition, honor, and respect. And that's one of the first steps to reconciliation, to quelling the pains among Liberian people. Now, as to our history, as to who killed Samuel Doe, who killed William Arrott Tauber, let's get it straight. It wasn't Samuel Doe. If you people want to learn Liberian history, I'm here. But you don't want to learn. You want to come and decide what Liberian history is. And that's not Liberian history. I know Liberia's more recent history. And I was involved in it. Because I knew the man who plotted his coup. I knew Major Jebo. That was Mr. Jebo, who was the target of leading the coup to overthrow William Tauber and the first Liberian regime. And I hear people talking about Liberian people think the soldiers were not intelligent enough. Nobody said that. I, who knew the soldiers, never said that. Our soldiers were not dummies. Our soldiers were men, but our soldiers were loyal. They were patriotic. And besides that, they were afraid. How these educated people talking about and people thought that the soldiers were intelligent enough. If you were there, would you be brave enough to overthrow a government that had been in power for 1,000 years, for 100 years? Correction. Would you be brave enough to overthrow a government? Do you know what would happen to you if you got caught? All the guys were going to be executed. So to overthrow a government is not something you just jump on and decide, oh yeah, we'll do it, we got intelligence. It's not about intelligence, you ignorant, educated Liberian tribal people. Nobody putting down the ignorance about the intelligence of our soldiers or traditional people. No. But if you forget the elements that would deter them from having a coup, then you don't understand life itself. Because fear is a part of life. And before you commit yourself into something that overthrowing a government that has been in existence for 100 years, you better know what you're doing. Because not only you will suffer, your family will suffer too. So I listen to all these indigenous educated people coming with their own philosophy of trying to change our history to say, oh, we think these people were could not do it. Nobody said that. And two of them did it. But two of them were afraid. And two of them didn't plan the coup because two of them were patriots. Yes, they may have had some feelings of hurt and negativity towards the system. They may have felt they weren't treated equally. But Liberian soldiers were not people that would just jump out and overthrow the Liberian government. Are you crazy? There has to be some outside influence. And Jebo was the one they used because Jebo was trained as a U.S. Army Ranger. So Liberian people have to understand, especially our young children, we can't listen to everybody we hear. And it's not about tribal pride or tribal sentiment. It's about the truth. Because the truth will set us free. Liberia and Liberian people don't want to go back into tribalism. We don't want to go back into one tribe owning Liberia and the other tribe thinking that they can take this thing from that tribe and we'll go back into war and uncivilized living. We don't want that. No tribe is greater than the next tribe. No. We are all Liberian people. And if we understand that the foundation of our leadership and our country rests on us being united under our constitution and laws, united under our beliefs in our gods. Liberia is not a Christian nation. Liberia is a nation under God. It can be your God, it can be my God, it can be any God. But we always say that it rests on Christian principle because it's the only principle that tells us do unto others as you will have them do unto you. No other religion teaches us that. So that's the foundation on which we rely on. That if I enjoy, I will must treat you like the way I want you to treat me, with respect, with dignity, with honor, with equality, with patriotism, protection, everything on our laws. And we can't do it and keep on fighting to change our history, fighting each other to decide what is right for our country. We can't dwell on hate. We have to look at the historical significance of everything. And 1980, April 12th is a significant date in Liberian history. And we have to honor it and give Sergeant Samuel Doe and the 12 men their rights in Liberian history for bringing changes to our country and our destiny. That change is still affecting us today because we are still led by traitors, corrupt leaders, petty thieves, and reckless, selfish, evil murderers of our people. So, my young children, your destiny rests in understanding what our country means to you, in understanding that we are a people and a nation and cannot be separated on tribal lines. And we need men like Lieutenant Commander J.R. Chesson, Galpohkpa Chesson, who knows a lot of our past to teach, enlighten, and guide our children to the light. My second topic: where is Ma Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf amid all the confusion and bad leadership of Weah's regime? There is no way that I can let this woman off the hook. And there is no way that history will let Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf off the hook. We can praise her all we want, but it is the fact that Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf started the Civil War. It is the fact that she had our fathers killed because of nepotism, rampant corruption, evil against the Liberian people. And after killing 200,000 of our people in a bloody civil war like we never know, Ma Ellen Johnson comes back with a Nobel Peace Prize to rule Liberia again with the same crimes she charged Torba with. She committed against the Liberian people. We want justice. If justice is not in Liberia, how can we continue to live as a peaceful society? When we cover up the truth, we follow other people and won't hide our dirtiness under the bed. We can't do it no more. All these evil habits in our society must come to right light, must come to fruition. And we can't continue to hide these things. We can't continue to deceive ourselves and let our leaders who corrupt us, who destroy our nation, who kill our people, get off the hook with the praises of greatness that they don't deserve. The truth will set us free. I'm not doing this because of hate. I'm not doing this because I want anything else but this woman to be punished for putting her children over our government and our people and killing our fathers in the past for the same thing. If there will not be justice, there will not be justice. But we cannot be selective in our justice process. Ellen Johnson is responsible for what happened in Liberia. George Weah 3 years cannot surpass the 12 years that Ellen Johnson had to correct the behaviors of our men and set them right and straight for the progress and advancement of our children. Will we go on with this thing? Will we go on with this thing? I don't know. But I'm not here for long. I just want to let you know that people who are responsible for the destruction and chaos in our country must stand up and bear their responsibilities like men and women. And for our young masses of children who don't know any better, you need voices of truth, justice, and stability to speak against our past evil that must be rectified before we can ever advance in the light of progress and advancement. Is there any hope for Liberians today? I really don't know, because the hope of Liberian people rested upon our faith in the divine, claiming that we are a Christian people and a Christian nation under Jesus Christ's command. Are we still those kind of people today? All our political leaders got churches desecrating the name of Jesus Christ, using our churches for voodoo and juju purposes. Our legislature, our president, everything is ritualistic killing, juju, and voodoo. Is Liberia a God-fearing nation? Is Liberia truly a Christian nation? Are these churches owned by George Weah, Prince Johnson, and all these people that has murdered people, that have murdered Liberian people and are still accused of murders and can't account or could deny any of these statements? Are these people worthy of standing in the house of Jesus Christ? Are our churches now political centers for warlords and demagogues to spew their lies and filthiness upon the Liberian masses? I don't know, my Liberian people. I'm not even trying to guess. You have to decide your own futures and your own destinies. I can only guide you to the light, but I can't open your eyes. The time of the Liberian people is now. We need leaders who are truthful to us, not people who will use the churches of God as pulpits for political demagoguery. Our nation is headed for destruction and death, and I can only help to spread the words. Aluta! Continua. My young children, our nation was born on Christian principles. Do not be deceived. Our pastors and leaders are divinely appointed and anointed by Jesus Christ. Nobody can just kill hundreds of Liberians and be a political warlord in our society, can stand in the pulpit and say they're converted without the blessings of Jesus' anointing. Our country is headed for destruction. Our religious lives have been destroyed, and they are being destroyed each and every day as long as we follow the evil people who are in the pulpits claiming to be preachers of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Have a good day, my people. My lesson is done. Be well.